that Baja? Is that Baja? Is that Baja?
No,
Is it
actually,
Is it a
it has
Babaha?
Sanji from One Piece on it.
What is that?
It's an ocean bomb.
That ain't no
Sanji.
Mountain Dew. Throw that in the trash, man.
If it's not Mountain Dew, I drink 2 liter Mountain Dew.
We don't drink Mountain Dews around here. We drink that Mexican soda. I drink the Yarritos. You ever had a Yarritos? A
Mm-mm.
Jarrito?
Have you ever had a yerba mate?
They're mid.
Dude, I mean, honestly, it's just crack, though. I
And
mean,
it's
it's
yerba
it's
mate.
all right, but then I'm just like, it's fucking Adderall in a can, dude. I am whipped into gear, and then my heart explodes.
You know who
I've gone
has
through like 5 hearts at this point.
you know who has some really caffeinated shit, surprisingly?
Four
Better
Loko.
Buzz.
Oh,
Better Buzz coffee. I had one of their coffees, like it was like a small. Maybe it was because I was on an empty stomach, but I don't know. When it hit me, I drank it on the way to Walmart. When I got into Walmart, I was just like, man, I could fucking run a fucking mile right now, just full speed, just. Ugh.
I heard that Panera lemonade too is pretty wired.
Yeah,
It's killed 2 people.
It's killed more people. They're just like
Well,
not even covering it anymore because they're just not doing anything about it.
doesn't like one of them has like 450 grams of milligrams
It,
of caffeine?
Yeah, it has like double the amount of just like a regular black coffee, which is, and it's
I
just
will
a
say.
little bit higher than Red Bull, I think. But it's just the fact that it's like, at Panera, you can just fill it up whenever.
Yeah, no, see, okay, so before that first death happened, we took Sarah's car to the Kia dealership, and then we just walked over to Panera because it's like right down the road, and we got breakfast, and she got one of those, and we didn't like it. It says charged lemonade, but like the charged part for some reason isn't as big as it's saying lemonade, like at all. So like she got to think it was lemonade, and she was like, "Oh, this is really good." And like I had some, and like we got a second cup and like drank a little bit more, and then we're walking out, and she looked at it again, and she was like, "Oh, it says charged." She's like, "Does it mean it's caffeinated?" And then we're like walking either back to the Kia dealership or to the mall across the street, and we're just like, "Oh shit!" Oh, we're really caffeinated right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's very hard
Unfortunately,
to
Sarah's no longer
tell.
with us. She was the second death. But Adrian, do me a
I've
quick
just been
favor.
keeping her corpse in the bedroom.
Do me a quick favor. Do a plus on your mic. Do a little plus. 'Cause last episode it came through a little quiet, and I just
Mm.
He
wanna...
wasn't even on the last episode.
He was
The
at
episode
the
before
beginning. No, you still were in the episode. Do you guys not watch it? I fucking edited my Badusi on that shit. You were in
He
the
wasn't
first
in-
part, Adrian. That included the stuff that when we first tried. Second part didn't include it.
Sorry, I spent the past 5 days looking at the same 65 lines of a 3-year-old child speaking. I'm fried for my language acquisition class, going over the different grammatical morphemes and stuff.
You really should like put the context there.
Yeah, it's for school. It's for linguistics class. It was fun.
Fun. Oh, what's going on? Oh, never mind. Oh, I can't center it. Center it a little more.
I can't. My wife's gonna beat me.
Put it on the podcast.
Neither of you are fucking married. You don't have a wife.
I mean, might as well be at this point.
You're not paying the wife tax. You ain't paying no wife taxes.
Well,
Or do they give you
technically, I
tax? Or do you get tax credits?
Yeah, I get a tax deduction if we're married. So
Yeah, you get no tax deduction, you liar.
technically, I'm paying tax. I am paying the wife tax right now because she's technically not my wife, and I'm paying more in taxes.
You know what I'm paying for? This intro. Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of the Something Original podcast. My name is Adrian, and here in our lovely digital studio is our other two hosts.
Benny rigor mortis.
I guess we're just fucking irrelevant to him. Guess we're just fucking irrelevant.
And I'm big Benny rigor mortis.
I'm actually gonna turn that up one more.
Is that his name? Was this Benny?
Who?
The one time did we ever do that knife color? Or is that just
we did a Benny or it was Benny or something. And he was selling the suckies.
Yeah, rigor mortis.
Oh, it was Barney rigor mortis.
Give him the suckies.
He was selling suckies.
Mace, you're not even like remotely close.
And you're not either again. You need to get closer in the middle.
Well, I'm sorry, guys.
Hey, get closer in the middle.
Well, then I'm up against a table.
Well, that's fine. As long as you're in the shot. We don't want to see, like, your arm, even though it is ginormous. You've been hitting the gym or what?
No.
Yeah, have you been hitting Jim? Stop hitting Jim.
Yeah,
Why do you keep hitting Jim?
Jim did nothing wrong.
I'm going to apologize in advance if I seem distracted. I got the slow cooker going, and the smell is just starting to get me going.
Yeah, I got nothing going on because I came prepared and ready for the podcast.
So did I.
I don't have any distractions.
Yeah, it's because you don't slow cook. And that's your fault.
What do you mean? I'm slow cooking all the time. Look at me. I'm cooking right now. Nothing? That was a bar. That was like...
You're like unseasoned cooked turkey. You're boiled turkey.
Ew. And it's got all that weird, gross gray shit coming off of it when it's cooking.
Speaking of weird, gross, gray shit, cave divers.
What do you guys think of? I see videos of cave divers all the time, and I'm just like,
never understood
you're
it.
going to die.
They are going
like,
and they go through like the tightest crevasses, like.
It's like the tighter the better. They're like, oh, dude,
It's not sex.
It's not. They would rather crawl through a tight cave.
You're the one getting fucked.
Yeah, it's like, I'm just I saw this video of a guy. It was like a parody, but it was like he was like, I'm crawling through this cave right now. My nipples came off like 5 miles in. Because it's just like, I'm just getting fucked by the ground right here. All the rocks and stalactites are just like ripping my body to shreds. But you know what, guys? I woke up today, and this is the best moment of my life. It's just like, they should be the ones driving social change instead of fucking cave diving.
You know,
they are the most driven people to do something so ridiculous that they should be spending their time doing something so much better.
You know, one thing for sure, certified, you don't get puss as a cave diver. I don't think any cave divers walked up to someone and was like, yeah, I'm a cave diver. And like, didn't go home and jerk off after.
Well, yeah, about 1.5 miles in the devil's rectum. I don't know if I'm going to be able to turn around, so I'll keep going deeper.
Like, stop, I'm going home.
Just learn how to knit, dude. Like,
yeah, just, like, we won't make, like, this isn't something that you have to, like, prove to anybody. It's almost like they're compensating for something. Instead of buying, like, a really big truck, they're like, let me climb into this cave. The other thing, too, it's like those caves, like, fill up with water and shit, too. So, like, they could be, like, head first in, like, a like inch by inch tube, and then water starts rising, and then they're just like, oh, here we go.
What a way to go out.
Yeah,
that's how they all go out too. They all either get stuck because they decide that they
gotta keep going
an inch bigger than the hole that they decided to climb into.
Never back down, never what?
Bigger.
Never back down, never what?
I couldn't hear you for a second. But then, yeah, it's just like,
What's crazy
Why-
is they
why-
don't realize
why?
that like it wouldn't be that big of a deal if they didn't like constantly go past the point of like, oh, to get to this part I gotta dislocate both my shoulders and turn into a fucking
Pretzel.
an oval and shimmy and roll down through this 3-inch gap. Like, maybe you should just turn around and I don't live.
Yeah,
Survive.
Literally do anything else. Like, there's so many other extreme like sports that you can do. Rock
That's not a
climbing is
sport.
one of them.
Rock climbing seems
You know.
cooler than that. And
Rock climbing is so much cool, and it's kind of similar. You know, you can wear the harness. You don't have to wear a harness with that. People like to do that sometimes to get a little adrenaline.
Yeah.
But yeah, cave diving. It's just like what you're not even seeing anything.
Yeah.
You just see
You're
a
putting
cave,
your
and there's
you're
spiders.
putting your life, you're putting your body in like a life or death situation for something nobody's gonna actually give a shit about when you talk about it
No.
And,
at
it's-
all.
and
Like
like
nobody's
with,
gonna. Keep on. Go ahead.
with mountain climbing, it's like you're climbing and you're seeing sights. Like cave diving is like I was in the darkest regions of the earth. I saw nothing. But
I saw nothing. Nothing to report back on. All I know is that my skin is very irritated. This is the worst thing for eczema. Let me tell you.
I have
Like-
ear spiders.
It's just like okay, cool. What
It
did you
is
get out of
just-
that?
Yeah, you get nothing from it. I
You
tell you
like
what. Oh, where are we?
your
on?
left arm's completely useless for 7 months now because you had to fucking break it in 14
Yeah.
different places to get through a little hole just
like
to
that-
see something that you can't actually see.
It's like the nipple thing, though. I would be so upset if my nipples were rubbed raw off of my body.
It
I would be
happens to
pissed
runners.
off. Yeah, but
happens to, like,
running,
marathon runners
still
and
running, I could respect more. You know.
Yeah, true. Is this the far back episode?
The far back episode.
More like far gone. Great.
More like fart on you.
You picked the chair where Harley's on. So you
This is
gotta,
Athena.
like- Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you think all cats
Did
look
you-
the same? Are you a
They
cat
do.
racist?
They
Did you just
they
misgender
do.
her?
I didn't misgender anybody. I just said Harley.
That's the man.
Are you trying to put a gender to a name, Gannon? Wow.
Yes.
Cancel
Got
him.
He Una reversed you.
Huey.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go kill you because you guys aren't gonna survive this stutter. This stutter I just made, you're not surviving that. You won't live through me saying this. At the end of this episode, you'll both die. I have to kill you. This episode will never be posted.
I didn't know what I was supposed to say, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just say this.
I was just hoping you guys would love me enough to be like, he stuttered. Let's move past it. No, fuck you. You gotta
Yeah.
die now.
You think we're gonna let it slide,
You gotta
Adrian?
die
You
now.
think we're gonna let it slide?
It's like those TikToks. I just fucking just.
Yeah, no. Get fucked.
You gotta get murdered.
I wanted to do a new segment, guys.
Where you die after.
No. Wanted to do a new segment. We'll bring it up every once in a while. I know we always do new segments and then we never do them again. But I think this one's easy enough. Pretty simple. I got 3 bad superpowers to choose from. Or 3 different options. And you have to choose between one or the other. You can't say neither. You have to give one, and you gotta explain why it's the one you're going with. Are you guys ready?
Si, senor.
All right, bad superpower number 1. Being able to have thermal vision, but only when someone farts in a 5 or 10 meter radius from you. Or have the sense that warns you 5 seconds before someone farts. Like a spidey sense.
I mean, the thermal vision actually gives you more of a power.
Yeah, but it's like you can only
what's the
see
other
the
ones?
farts, though.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can only see farts with your thermal vision.
So like everything else would be normal
Yeah.
vision,
These
and then when
aren't
they
bad,
fart,
these are
you just see
horrible.
the thermal.
Yeah, they're horrible superpowers if you want to.
Then I'm running.
Did you
from
fucking
parts.
chat
I'm not
GBT that
running.
or something?
Huh?
Did
Dude,
you chat GBT that?
You might as well
No,
just
I
take
made
an
these
Ethernet
up.
cable
Fuck
and
you,
put
Adrian.
it right into your brain. You might as well just chat GBT your own brain, Adrian.
Wow.
How about I pee in yours?
All right, give me your frickin' answers.
I already told you mine. I'm running
Which
from
one?
farts. The anti-fart Spidey sense.
No, you have to choose between one or the other. That was the rule I said
What
at
was
the
the second
beginning.
one? I thought the second one. What was the second one?
The second one was the Spidey sense that warns you 5 seconds before somebody farts.
That's what I just said.
I see. I got confused because I was reading what you put in the chat.
That's
And what you
I
said
just
was different.
said.
I read it verbatim, but then I added in like it's almost like a Spidey sense.
Oh, I thought you were going through all three of them first.
No.
So if I could be able to
Oh.
avoid farts or see farts better, these are the
Yeah.
two options. I'm avoiding
I would
farts.
rather avoid the farts. I would have the sense as well.
I'm going thermal vision.
Okay.
to see farts.
I think honestly, if you're walking and you can see the fart, you can avoid the person, so you don't walk
Yeah.
into the fart.
I can avoid the fart area
Yeah.
as long as I could see it. But like trying to like navigate through, like, you know, seeing where I'm walking, but also sensing, like if I'm in a busy area and people around are just farting, like it's kind of just like, oh shit,
just
oh,
like
here's another sense.
blinded.
It's just a
Blinded.
cloud.
It's just overload.
It's just all a cloud of fart. You're like, I'm not going in that.
Yeah, at least with thermal vision, I could see it, but with the sense, it's just like it's just too much work trying to navigate, trying to avoid it. And
Yeah.
then like, what if I walk into an area that somebody already farted? Like, you know, what if I walk into a building and somebody farted like a minute ago and it's still traveling? If I could
Doesn't
see
make
it, I could
sense.
stay away from the cloud.
And he
I
never
would-
went to New York again.
Or Louisiana. I feel like they just fart a lot down there. Just all the food. Like I
And
just feel like
also-
it's very farty.
It would be funny to see how much gas I produce with my own farts. Because sometimes I'd be letting rip some fucking loud ones.
Oh yeah,
You know,
maybe
you
the
could al-
spidey sense would go off when you're farting
Yeah.
yourself, and it would be annoying.
Yeah.
It's like I know I'm about to fart.
I'm trying to push it out.
And with the thermal one, you could warn people like, no.
Well, are you going with thermal then, or are you sticking with your
No.
sense?
I'm sticking with mine.
I might actually switch to thermal. I'm going fart vision.
It's terrible.
I don't ride the wave. I am the wave.
All right, next one. These will start to get better. Being able to teleport anywhere in the world once every year. So you can teleport somewhere, but you can't teleport back. Once every year. Or being able to fly for only 5 minutes per day.
How fast can you go flying?
Like average, above average than a car.
Like 100 miles per hour?
No, like I would say the average for a car is like 60 miles per hour, so you maybe a little faster, like 80.
I'm probably going to take the
going
teleport,
fly.
and then I'm going to rob banks for the rest of my life.
See, get out of my head, because I was thinking if I could fly, I could just run out the bank.
What?
And for 5 minutes, fly in just one direction as fast as I can. And for 5 minutes flying in one direction at 60 miles per hour, I'm gone. I'm not going through stoplights.
But
I'm not worried
the
about
thing
buildings.
is, for the teleport, though, you can only teleport somewhere once. You can't teleport anywhere else
Exactly.
after
That's
that.
even better.
You would...
I go
okay.
up- I go
I'm
up,
thinking
rob
you
a
would
bank.
teleport into the bank and
No,
then
he would
rob it.
teleport
And
out.
then you
See,
would...
no, I was
I'm
thinking
going,
again.
I'm going
I was
in,
thinking
I'm
that.
robbing the bank. And then I'm like, well, time to go to, I don't know, somewhere crazy. Yeah, Nepal. I'm like, well, I'm going to go to Nepal.
Don't give it away, dude. Come on.
Teleports to Nepal, and then I'm hanging out with
Misdirection,
the
he's
locals
not
for a
going to
year.
Nepal.
I'm converting all of my American cash to Nepalian cash. Then it's like, okay, hang out there for a year. It's like kind of bored. Go in there, rob their bank. Boom. Then I'm somewhere else, totally on the other side of the planet.
I don't think Nepal is like a very like economically sturdy
There's some
city
place.
though.
One of my friends in barber school was from Nepal. They got mob guys out there. Get some tag vests, go up there and just.
I'm taking the flight, 100%.
Yeah, I would like to conveniently just like if I wanted to fly to like Chipotle or something, I can just fly there real quick. Because it's daily. I don't need more than like 5 minutes, you know?
I teleport on top of Adrian and I just punch him in the back of the head.
Once.
You waited a year for this.
He uses one thing. He uses thing for.
Destruction. If I'm going to be robbing banks, I'm becoming a villain, dude.
Damn.
The thing is, though,
He's
if
like
I'm in the
flying
air,
next, you know. That's what I'm saying. He'd be flying next, you know, just right above him. Tackle him.
We're just like we're on the games one night and
We're
Adrian
both gonna
says something
die.
stupid, and Gannon's just like, you know what? I've been saving this one, and he teleports.
365 days I've
shit.
waited. No, I'm
That would
I'm
be
doing,
insane.
I'm doing a double leg kick right to the
you
back.
could do some insane April Fool's pranks with those every year. Like, if you really wasted it on April Fools, you could do some pretty wild pranks. Like, just like pop out of somebody's like suitcase. Blah!
Exactly, dude.
All right, you guys ready for the last one? This one's a little bit more like, what's it called? Like philosophical. It's like a philosophy question.
What are you doing
never-
with those socks?
Shut the. Never having to eat again, but always feeling a little hungry, or never having to sleep again, but always feeling a little drowsy.
I hate the feeling of hunger, so I'm going with the feeling drowsy.
Dude, I could eat all the time, and I could not sleep. I'm going with the no sleep. Chase knows how I feel about sleep. I hate sleeping.
I would also go with the never having to sleep again, because I like to eat. So
Yeah.
Me too.
You guys know
like
I like
food.
to eat. I was just talking about, I'm slow cooking right now. You think I want to fucking miss out on that? Like, come on.
yeah. You could, but the thing is, like, feeling drowsy, you would always low-key kind of feel, like, exhausted all the time.
Yeah, like,
and no
nah.
matter how much you sleep,
Like how I do
you
it
would-
naturally.
Yeah.
Like how I do right now.
Yeah, that's how
What's
I do
changing
too.
for me?
Yeah.
I just don't have to sleep now?
Yeah.
You know
I
how
do
much
like
I
to
can
sleep.
get done?
I do appreciate sleeping. Like, it always feels nice getting in your bed and, like, you know, going to sleep, but yeah, I would definitely never sleep again rather than like losing like wanting to eat food. Cool. We're all in agreement for that one. It looks like.
Mhm. I mean, because who doesn't like I mean, we love sleeping. Who doesn't like eating?
Well, I actually asked this question
well, I mean,
to a number of other people, and a lot
There's
of
an answer
other
for
people.
that, but I can't give
there's
an answer.
There's a lot of people that chose never having to eat again.
Boo.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because
Really
what's the point of me
fucking-
being able to teleport to other countries if I can't even eat their food? What?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well,
Fuck.
you would be teleporting to evade the law, though.
Yeah. So then I don't have to sleep ever. All you got to one eye open.
It would be pretty crazy. Like you would be like infamous in like the world. You would just be like the 1 year bank robber. He only
Strikes
attacks
again.
the biggest banks once a year, and
And then vanishes
disappears.
completely.
people would
I do have a
eventually
question.
catch on, though. Yeah.
With the flying, do you know when your 5 minutes are up? Do you just slowly start to descend as your 5 minutes
no,
is up, or do you just
drop.
fuck
It
around
just,
and find out?
Yeah, you drop. It just
So you'd have to
ends.
fly. You'd have to
Yeah.
fly low for the last minute. You'd have to keep a stopwatch.
Yeah, I would just start the watch when you're flying, and then
There might be a Rick and Morty where where he's got the levitating shoes. Remember, he wanted to clean his house with the shoes. So Rick made him the shoes that helped him jump higher. You remember that? Or something like that. Where
Mm-mm. Nope.
Chase, you don't watch Rick and Morty though.
Well, I haven't watched the
I don't-
newest seasons.
The only thing I remember was something like that. Is like he made
Where Jerry.
Jerry's shoes like heavier, but then made Jerry lighter. So like Jerry would float, but his shoes would
That's
keep
right.
him
That's right.
like
That's
on the
exactly
ground,
it,
so he
actually.
can hang up the lights on the house.
And then he
and
lost
ends
one
up,
of them.
Yeah, and then that was fucking hilarious. I remember that.
Oh,
I don't.
comedy gold.
I didn't watch it.
Because you're not plugged in like that.
Yeah, quite frankly.
Speaking of
That's
that,
like that's like 3 seasons ago.
yeah, that was like season 5.
I stopped watching after 3, so makes sense.
And
Oh,
some Prime
wow.
stuff. You haven't even seen the Vat of Acid episode.
You know, I don't care.
Or the fortune cookie one. I actually like the fortune cookie episode.
Or the Lord of the Sun one, whatever. Where it doesn't
Oh,
call
dude.
back to the Vat of Acid.
Who's the guy that voiced them though? Justin Roiland, isn't he like a weirdo?
Roiland?
He
Justin
doesn't
Roiland?
voice
One
him
of them is-
anymore. The whole
I know,
last-
but you appreciate the seasons where he voiced them.
Was
Wow.
it Dan Harmon or was it
Whoa.
just... Was it Harmon or Roiland?
Oh, watch
One of them
out.
was.
Roiland? I think it
I
was.
thought it was Dan
Justin-
Harmon.
No, it was Justin. What are you talking about?
A lot of
Justin
them were
Roiland.
creeps. Most of the movies that you watch have creeps in it.
What movies?
Any kind. Literally any.
Yeah.
Hollywood industry? Are you serious? Did you
Yeah.
not hear about the whole Dan
It
Schneider
was.
thing?
Hey, come on! It was a joke. I was just.
Wait, did you watch iCarly growing up? Oh, so
I
you said
did.
You had, so even as a child, you enjoyed creepy men. Yeah. Shut up.
It was a joke. But yeah, dude, honestly, that shit going on right now, though, crazy. I'm hearing some stuff about Amanda Bynes. It's total
Dude,
speculation.
The videos of her are actually scary.
Well,
It's like-
yeah, now, because she's just been fucking
Her,
been through the ringer. But did you hear about, like, when she was 13, there's a rumor that Dan Schneider got her pregnant at 13 and made her get an abortion.
Who, Amanda Bynes?
Amanda Bynes and Jamie. Well,
Jamie Lynn
is different.
Spears?
Jamie Lynn Spears. It was a rumor, but I think it was confirmed that like her boyfriend at the
Yeah.
time got her pregnant.
So, we watched the first episode of Quiet on Set.
Fucked up.
It hasn't even... It's barely touched the surface of what he's... Like, it talked about, like, him and Amanda Bynes, but it mostly gone over, like, how they, like, grew close. But it talked more about, like, how Dan treated the only 2 female writers he had for the Amanda Bynes show. He told one of... She did it. He made one of her, the 2 chicks, like, act out getting fucked in the butt as she, like, pitched an idea or something. For, like...
why isn't this guy not? Is he arrested?
No, he's not.
He's been on podcasts defending himself.
We live in
What's
such
crazy
weird
is
times,
Josh
dude.
Peck,
I know.
of all people, is
Yeah,
defending
dude.
Dan Schneider.
Falling
Like,
from
come on.
grace, man. Like, come on.
The
Like, what are you
switch was
doing?
insane because everyone was like, "Oh, Josh Peck, he's not like Drake. Drake is look what Drake Bell's doing. He's crazy. Look what he's doing." And it comes to find out, Drake Bell got sexually assaulted as a kid, and Josh Peck is defending the crowd of people who did that to him. It's like, oh, we feel
Yeah.
bad for Drake. Fuck you, Josh.
Because Josh is still kind of relatively. He just does random stuff now, but he's still relatively famous out of everyone, really. He was on
Yeah,
what's
it's
his
just-
name show? He does a YouTube, the big YouTuber guy.
David Dobrik?
Yeah, he was on David Dobrik.
Josh Peck was on the iCarly reboot. He's on it. Like,
He was on How I Met Your Father.
yeah, he was on that. He had the show with John Stamos.
He was in Red Dawn.
Good
Honestly,
housekeeping.
hear me out. Good
Red Dawn
movie.
was not a bad movie at all.
It
I
was
was
a
waiting for
good
somebody
movie.
in my life to say that.
People hated on it. I thought it was good.
I saw a trailer for this movie. I don't know how you guys feel about Ryan Gosling. I think he's a great actor.
Yeah,
Fantastic. Blade Runner?
Yeah, Blade Runner. I watched that on the plane.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's a terrible plane movie because it's so fucking long. My plane ride ended halfway through the movie. Anyways.
That's bad planning, but a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
It's called The Fall Guy, and he plays a stuntman who's trying to impress the director. I think I just saw the trailer today.
It's good. It looks good. I haven't seen it.
And like they send him out to like go find the lead actor who disappears because they're like, hey, you're a stuntman. Nobody's gonna notice if you're not on set. And it's just like all this like crazy shit happens after that. Seems interesting.
It's giving Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I actually didn't watch that.
I didn't watch it either. Have you seen La La Land, Gannon?
Hell no.
Yeah,
everybody loves
guy,
that movie.
talking.
No, I've never seen it either. But everybody's like, "Oh, you haven't watched La La Land? It is peak cinema."
I don't like musicals that much. I'm not. Musicals aren't
Neither
bad.
do I,
I just
except
don't like
for
them.
Footloose.
Gross.
I don't even think it's a musical. Actually, they just dance. They don't like sing.
It's a danceicle.
It's a dance.
A danceicle.
Danceicle type beat.
Speaking of watching things, I know we talked about this. Chase,
Great segue, Adrian.
Me and you have to watch Solo Leveling still.
I was thinking of starting it tonight.
I do because I did start Ninja Kamui, which is
fire.
pretty
Are you caught up?
intense. I think I'm on episode like 4 or 5.
I think there's 6
Just right off the bat, it just starts off insane. Just like, what is this?
Hard.
The fighting is like, the fight scenes are pretty sick. I like it. It's pretty good.
Hard.
Yeah,
but the thing is, like, because I've been wanting to watch it at night, like when I'm going to bed. I've been staying up so late playing Dragon's Dogma.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna get that today. Might as well.
Might
so I
as
don't
well.
Get left out.
Might as well.
I'm just tired of switching games. Just switch
so
back
good.
to Smite.
Well, Smite was a bridge, you know. It was a bridge to get us into something new, you know.
But now I want to get back into Smite. You can't just bridge Smite. Smite is for me. Smite is like
Smite gives me aneurysms. Smite gives me fucking heart palpitations. I play Smite and I am sitting in a puddle of sweat by the end of the night. I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
But not as much as
cancel that.
Smite to me is like giving a shot of moonshine to an alcoholic. Like, I played Smite I was playing for 8 months every day for like 8 hours a day. I was playing Smite all the time. Like, I played a shit ton when I was on PlayStation.
Especially once you get like your build down for your character, and it's like, yeah, nothing's touching me.
But that's the thing. Okay, real quick, I also have it in a something scores. We can do a Smite review, but I did want to say Smite. When you are playing a character and getting really, really good at the character, I hate the gameplay loop of, like, the beginning part of every match is so fucking boring and so tedious.
It's very tedious, but that's the type of game style it is, and you just have to enjoy it. And I don't mind it.
I don't want to enjoy it, though. I feel like if a game is, like, a part of the game has that stigma where it's like, oh, this is boring at the first part, they should do some stuff to change it, which I think Smite 2 is actually doing.
It's not boring to me. It's more strategic. It's more how am I setting myself up right now to topple you and you doing the same, trying to do the same thing to me. Like, how am I going to beat you trying to beat me? It's just like tug of war.
I understand, like, the like, honestly, early game is kind of like how the rest of the game is going to pan out. If you do really good in the beginning part, obviously you're going to do well the entirety of the game because you're going to level up faster and all this shit. but it's still just like I hate waiting so long to get my buff. I hate like hanging out around the minions, just kind of like playing fucking patty cake with them and like just hoping I don't die. Then I get thirsted by the fucking junk. It's just like, it's so, and I mean it's fun. I do enjoy the game, but it's still, it gets tedious. And then when I'm playing a character and I'm getting really, really good at the character, I get bored of the character. I'm like, oh, I gotta pick him, and now I gotta like build my thing the same way. It really doesn't allow you to experiment, you know. I know you can, obviously, because, you know, I always experiment with different characters, but the community as well is just very toxic too. So if you are trying a new character and you are bad with the character the first time you've ever played them, you will definitely hear it from your own teammates.
Yeah. And I understand, I'm not justifying it, but I understand the anger that you would get, because it's, you come into a match of Smite with the pretense of everybody on my team that isn't already like in my party. I assume you know how to play this game. I assume you know what to do. I assume you know what to build, how to use the god you're using. Like, everybody kind of goes in with that pretense, and when it doesn't happen, it's like, well, what the fuck is wrong with you? Instead of just like, maybe they're trying a new god. Maybe they're just trying the game. Like,
yeah, but that's the thing. It's like,
it pulls that anger out of you too. Like,
well,
really
yeah,
does.
I mean, I get mad too when my fucking when I'm solo lane and the jungle isn't coming over and helping me, or if you know, like somebody over somewhere is dying nonstop and just feeding. I'm just like, God, dude.
You
like,
guys hear me when we play. Like,
oh, I know, I hear ya.
Or when you just when someone blatantly just doesn't pick, like we had a Medusa mid once.
Yeah, like,
I want to throw my head through a wall.
that's the
Dear
one
Lord.
thing that I don't like about Smite. It's
Yeah.
like, even with the updates, everything is always changing. Like, the gods you like using may not even be good or feasible after an update. Like, items are constantly getting buffed and nerfed. Gods are constantly getting buffed and nerfed. There's like such imbalance all the time. So you do run into people who just use the same overpowered jungle character, and it's just like, you can't really do anything against this.
Yeah, honestly, I could say there's like maybe 5 viable jungle characters, like 5 viable solo characters. It's like you have to choose a meta character.
Nah,
almost.
you don't.
You don't. That's the thing, but it's like you will most likely go up against a meta character, and then it becomes an issue almost, where it's like they do have this kind of set for them, but you can be good as your. Yes, you can be better than the opponent and still work them. But still, it's like you're almost like Adrian was saying. You have the pretense of like people are coming into a Smite match knowing how to play the character, and being good at everything. It really is like a touch and go part of the game.
I think to improve it, throwing this out there, if Hi-Rez ever sees this, add in an extra player per team, make it a jungle. 2 jungles per team.
Dear Lord.
That would suck.
You would have constant pressure on multiple lanes, constant help. It would change the entire flow of the game with 2 assassin characters, especially if maybe one of them's not good.
Double. You rock. You cancel it. Cancel that.
You get both sides. You rock. Cancel that. Cancel. I don't know how to fix it, because I'm really not like heavy in the Smite community. I picked it back up because you guys were all playing it, and I have fun. Don't get me wrong, but I do think Smite 2 is fixing a lot of those issues. Like I was saying, like the beginning part of every match is going to be different.
Or there's this new MOBA that Chase has been talking to me about. Did he send it to you too, Adrian?
Maybe.
Oh, Paladin. No, not
Predecessors.
Predecessors came out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it came out already.
I think. Well, yeah, it came out last Friday.
And it's-
Of course,
it's
with
for-
Dragon's Dogma and
Yeah.
everything, so it kind of went under the rug.
Yeah, but it's supposedly free. Probably got another one of those like you gotta pay $30 for every single character.
No, it's free on Xbox.
Well, I know that, but when you
Oh yeah.
buy, like when you get the game, like Smite, if you want all the characters, it's $30.
Mm-hmm.
Probably something like that.
Yeah.
But it's
Whatever
like
happened-
it's 3D terrain though, Adrian. Like they're legit. Like they got like the hills that come through. It's like a full terrain, and it's a MOBA.
But it's still set up as Smite. So you pick your role, you pick your
Yeah, I
god
saw
or
that.
whatever, and it's just like I think it's a more like. It doesn't really have like that top-down feel. It has more of a over-the-shoulder, third-person feel, but it's still this.
Yeah.
I think it still plays the same as Smite.
looks pretty cool. Looks like a
It does
very
look cool.
interesting concept.
Whatever
Too
happened
bad
to
it-
that game
Oh, sorry.
that you kept sending me stuff about Gan? Came out in January. Started with an E.
Eat my. No, I'm just kidding. I would
Was it
never
like
stoop to
was it
your
like
will.
Endeavor or something like that?
Endeavor.
Oh, Enshrouded.
Enshrouded.
Enshrouded. Oh, I thought it was just for PC.
It is just for PC. Yeah, it came out. It came out around the same time as Power World, and Power World kind of took over the spotlight. And Enshrouded, people still liked Enshrouded. It was just, it's just PC right now.
Wonder how much stuff's been fixed with Power World.
I don't. I literally have so many games. I have to finish fucking Persona 3. I have to. I'm deep into Dragon's Dogma right now.
It's so good.
Smite's calling me whenever. I never finished my fucking Cyberpunk campaign that I did. I never finished Starfield. I don't think I'm ever gonna really finish Starfield. I
I'm getting
really
closer
got
to the
turned
end of
off
that.
by Starfield when.
I still like it. It's just I don't have the space, so it was just one of
Yeah.
those. I was like, I could just
And
pick
then-
it up later. It's like Skyrim to me. I could just pick it up later and still enjoy it.
And Elden Ring DLC is coming out soon. So
I still gotta finish that.
I haven't even finished my first playthrough. So I got a lot of stuff to get to.
Imagine.
Well, I asked for your help.
Man. It's hard.
The thing
Yeah.
is, if I buy Dragon's Dogma, well, I am gonna buy it. When I buy it, this better be the game that we fucking play for the next 5-6 months.
I don't think
5,
it's
6
going
months.
to. It's not going to end. I have been watching videos and people are like, dude, it is going to last forever. I don't think anybody. I think people have beaten it just because they wanted to rush through the game, but there's 3 different endings, but it's so massive, and especially with no fucking fast travel,
Well, you get the
the
fairy
lack
stones.
of fast. Well, yeah, but it's still like. You gotta walk everywhere, and it's
Is it multiplayer?
I love that. I actually do.
It's
I
not
mean, there's some-
multiplayer.
There's sometimes where
So you
Well-
can create your pawn, and then your Gannon summon Miko, my pawn that I made, into his game, but you can't play with each other.
we were talking about that yesterday, where it's like
Why is this the
the-
game we're picking up then?
It's fun. It is a really good game.
I'm hooked.
It's real. It's very immersive. I like games that you can get super immersed in. The combat is so nice. All the different play styles is so much fun. Like every single fight, it's not like Elden Ring where like every enemy feels like a challenge. Even the bosses don't even feel like a challenge. But every fight is still like a very serious moment, and you have to kind of be strategic with how you go about it. I love that, and I just love the movement. I love all the animations.
Well,
I'm not
it's
really
just-
getting the story so far, but
Everything's basically like random too. It's not like you walk over here and you always know this certain enemy's always going to be here. Like, there's been times where I'll be fighting something, next thing you know, a griffin just flies down from the sky, out of nowhere,
yeah, or a dragon.
or a pack of wolves come up and they just legit. If it's like a
Take you by the neck and then
Yeah.
drag you across the map. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's fucking dumb.
By the neck.
Yeah.
Sweet. Love it.
It is
Love it.
very fun. Adrian, I think you
Interesting.
might like it. I don't know actually how you feel about fantasy night games, but
It's not that I won't like it. I thought this is something that was going to be a new gaming with the boys thing, but
no.
go play it.
Me and
It's gaming with the boys, but it's usually Chase and I sitting in silence for 30 minutes.
yeah, that's what I was
Man,
about
I
to say.
really like this part about this.
Yeah, and it's just like oh. That's just all we say.
Yesterday, when I illegally crossed the border,
Yeah.
and then I had to kill the castle guard.
I do think a lot of stuff, like, that's another thing, too, like, Elden Ring quests, they are, like, super hard to fucking follow. You have to look up a guide to make sure you get everything. With Dragon's Dogma, I feel like everything's pretty spelled out for you. But it still kind of leaves a little bit up to, like, your interpretation. You kind of have to, like, figure it out.
And the pawn's AI system is set up so, like, if they've done a quest, or if they have certain knowledge of quests, they can lead the way to the quest.
Mm-hmm.
You dig?
Or if they find treasure or a cave, they're like,
It's so sweet.
Arisen, there's a cave over here from my previous travels. You want to check it out? It's pretty cool.
There is new game too, Chase.
Yeah, I saw that. Did you hear about the Dragon's Plague? I sent you a video about it.
I heard about it. Yeah.
Make sure you're well versed.
You know what
Like,
I
your
want
pawn
to play?
can turn into a dragon.
No, it kills everybody in the town if you let it get too bad with your pawn. And then it could fuck up, like, your game. So a lot of people are, like, a little mad about that.
You know what I
People
want to
have
play?
video.
Keep going. Actually, go ahead.
No, you keep going.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna kind of veer off topic. I was gonna say, like, I've been wanting to play Helldivers 2.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Well,
And
yeah, I
I'm
mean,
just
well, guess what,
angry
Adrian? Guess
we can't
what?
Play it.
Guess what? We have
I
Xbox.
can't play it. I know. I'm
We
angry
have
about that.
Xbox.
I want to play it.
I do want to play it too, but honestly, Dragon's Dogma, I gotta just fucking dip my fucking toes.
At least if we had
in.
Helldivers 2, we can all play Dragon's Dogma by ourselves and play Helldivers together.
Yeah.
But we don't have Helldivers because they hate.
I don't think it's
us
ever gonna come to
at
Xbox
Microsoft.
too.
Yeah.
I think I just
I've
heard
s-
something where they were like, no, it's not gonna happen.
I've seen
It's
so many
bullshit.
petitions of like over 50,000 people voting for this, and then
Everybody
still,
wants to play. You can make so much more money.
But it's like
People
it's a
wanna give you money
PlayStation.
for it.
It's almost a PlayStation exclusive. Like PlayStation Studios, kind of like has their fingers.
They can
On
get
it.
fucked. They can get fucked.
I know
Fuck 'em.
it's stupid. Fucking hey, capitalism. We can start pointing the finger there.
I hate this. I'm not gonna buy a fucking PlayStation 5 so I can play this one game I want to play. Just put it on Xbox, and I will pay you the money for the game.
Well,
are
I guess
willing
if
to
we
pay
all got
money for the
PCs,
game.
wouldn't that allow us to all play together?
I mean, I probably can play it on this one, but I want to eventually build my own. But like that's a whole different ball game there. There's a lot of things we could play together on Steam.
Yeah, we could play Roblox.
I mean, you really only need, for a good computer to play most games without any issue whatsoever, 13 to 1400.
Honestly, no. Like, go to. They're not sponsored, but shout out Easy Computers.
Easy Computers? Yes.
Yeah,
I've heard of them.
Yeah, they just don't put the fucking RGB into the computers and just take like recycled like office computers, gut them out, and put like
Yeah, I've seen that.
gaming software in it, and it's only like $400 or $500.
I do want to save up for one of those, really. I really do.
That's what I'm gonna. I'm asking for.
But I also want to build one eventually, too.
I don't fucking care. I know I'm gonna
Not-
mess something up. It's gonna explode. I'm gonna fucking blow up my RAM. I don't even know what that is. You're gonna blow it up, and it's like I'm out $5,000. It's just like ridiculous,
there's
unfathomable
guides.
shit that I don't
There's-
understand and I don't want to deal with.
There's guides. Well, I want a PC that isn't an office-looking computer. Like, I don't care about, like, the RGB and shit, but I want a nice looking... If it's
Well,
going
that's
to be
the-
on display, at
Yeah,
least,
that's the
like,
thing
out and
too.
about.
I was thinking of just buying that, and then if I wanted to get a case for it, I could just like have send it in somewhere and just like, hey, can you swap out this stuff, and like easy $100-$200
See,
maybe.
that's the thing. It depends on the motherboard size and all that, because there's different size towers you can get that fit different size motherboards.
I would just paint it.
I mean, the most common, I think, is an ATX size. I used to look into it a lot because I wanted it. I went to newegg.com and I like picked out all the parts and stuff. I was doing a bunch of research because I wanted to save up and do it. So I know kind of about it.
Being a gamer is so hard in this economy.
Honestly,
Honestly, Dragon's Dogma fucking put me over the edge too. I was like,
The thing is, imagine Dragon's Dogma on PC on like a 4K monitor. Way better than Xbox.
well, actually, I heard Dragon's Dogma is not working well on PC right now.
Surprising.
It's getting review bombed for like a few things, but
they're so
I
stupid.
know.
They're
Yeah,
so
I know.
stupid.
I did want to get your guys' takes because we have shit on microtransactions in the past,
Yeah, that's the
But-
one thing I've seen.
but I wanted
Did
to
it-
get your guys' thoughts.
I want to see the receipts of everybody that's complaining about this game without buying it, and I want to see the receipts of like their Fortnite, Valorant, Call of Duty. I want to see all of that because, you know, I think they just put it in there to just have it in there. You know how many?
Yeah.
You know how many? What is it? Room credits? Something like that.
Something.
RC.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
the RC coins. Yeah.
You know how many of those I get for just like killing a mob of goblins? A good
I have
amount.
so many coins. I just from going around in the world, or like so
I
many
have read that
potions. You
about
can
that.
craft potions. You can get your wake stones somewhere else. Like
Yeah,
Chill
5,000
out.
gold. 5,000 gold
Jeez.
for a fairy stone. I think
10,000
it's
for a fairy stone. I think.
Is it 10,000?
I think so.
Yeah. Gan, I will say though, I am one of those people who has paid a lot of money in the past on
Same.
microtransactions.
Me too.
That's why I shit on microtransactions though, because
They are predatory.
But
they are
at least-
predatory in the fact that think about the types of like I won't complain for games like Fortnite. I have spent money on V-Bucks, but we always eventually go back to Fortnite, and Fortnite is still a game that's continuous. But like I spent a lot on Black Ops 3. I spent a lot on 2K23, NBA 2K23.
which is crazy.
Like I've spent a lot on other games. Well, not a lot, but I've spent money on microtransactions on other games
Yeah.
just to never touch these games again.
Yeah.
with
it's
and
very
with these
predatory.
microtransactions though, you have a max of things like they have
Mhm.
5 wake stones. They have like
Yeah.
Certain amount of
Once you
fairy
buy
stones.
it, you can't buy it again from Dragon's Dogma.
Again.
I'm going to.
I don't want to
Kiss
hear
you.
it from you. What did you say earlier? Yep.
I don't think you realize that we continue this episode. It's not going to air because I have to kill you both for hearing me stutter.
Well, wait until I edit it at least, and let's.
You can't edit when you're
1v1.
dead.
You're. Good luck,
Moida.
Mr. California. Try and get me. I'm not even in Colorado anymore.
See, this is where I would have the teleporter power and bloop.
No, you said you would choose flying, you frick.
I know, but like, if I had that, I would just bloop. What'd you say?
Real quick though, I did want to say I wanted to give my thoughts on the microtransactions. I heard somebody, I think it was Shroud actually. I saw a TikTok of him. He was explaining how, yeah, the microtransactions you buy them once and they're gone forever. Like you can't keep buying them. Also, he was making the comparison. He was like, oh, this is exactly how like deluxe editions work for games. You want to spend an extra like $30-$40 on the game to get like an extra sword that you could probably get in the game. You just get it sooner. That's the exact same thing that they're doing. Also, I wanted to add, this is most like if your only gripe is the microtransactions for this game, it's most likely the fault of Capcom, who did not develop the game. They are the executive company, the production company that markets the game, that pushes it out, that gives it a platform, gives it the funding that they can do it. It was most likely executives that decided, let's throw microtransactions in this single-player game that you pay $70 for. It most likely wasn't the developers themselves saying, yes, let's throw microtransactions in this, because most likely they probably fought super hard to make sure microtransactions didn't get in. They just probably had to compromise. I bet Capcom had some like shit they were wanting to throw at the wall, and hopefully the developers were like, just put like the stones on there, make it a one-time purchase if more people want to spend money on the game.
You don't have to buy it. You don't have to.
You don't have to buy it. You can.
I'm actually going to just buy this right now.
We're still doing the
live
podcast.
on camera. Live on camera. I'm gonna purchase this.
Put your credit card information on there too.
No, I'm gonna block that out actually.
But and actually, another one of the gripes I see is 30 FPS. Dude, nobody.
I don't care.
Anybody that says that has not played it because it feels good.
It feels so good.
Most games on
feels
Xbox are
good.
like that, so
Yeah,
it's
they're
not
capped
really
at
a complaint
30.
there.
Was it Elden Ring? Red Dead 2? Red Dead was 30 FPS. And like all these other incredible masterpieces.
Everybody was like saying too, it was gonna drop once you get into combat. Combat for me has felt
Feels so
good. Like it feels like it's like the best part of the game.
Yeah.
It's so fun, so fluid.
And
I think it does itself favors because it kind of pauses when you like do like a select move to show you like, oh, you just made an impact right here. And then it's yeah, I think it helps with the frame rate trying to catch up, and I think they're optimizing it a little bit more.
Yeah, yeah, dude, it's on the money. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like I play as the warrior. You know me. I'm usually a mage until I got that great sword in my hand, and then I uppercutted my first ogre with my sword, and then I see him legit topple backwards, and then what you do after that, I can then do another follow-up move where I knock an ogre to the ground. I'm a human. I'm a dude. And I'm able to I'm able to knock ogres down like that. You can order your pawns to like do certain attacks. I have a move where I put my arm up like this, right? And then I like get to a squat formation kinda. And then one of my thieves, or if I have a ranger, they'll jump off my back and then jump off onto the monster I'm trying to attack. Or they can jump walls. R.I.P. Miko, as of yesterday, I saved him.
What? He died?
I told you this. I was like,
oh, I didn't remember.
When I do that move, I can't specify who I want. I would have sent my own pawn over if it was. But Miko was like, you know what? I got this, dog. And then he comes. I launch him over this wall, and next thing you know, I'm like, oh, I don't know if this is a good idea. Because then he was just going back there, and he ran into minions I couldn't reach at the time. But then I said to me, and then he was able to get back to me, but he died on impact. And I revived him.
Good. I love being able to climb on the big enemies too. That is such like you just feel so like it's so immersive and it feels so fluid. I have just a hard on for this game right now, so that's why I'm just like
Gannon, I got a question. What did you name your pawn?
My pawn, Farah.
Okay, cool.
Why?
I thought you were going to name yours Rex, like we usually end up doing sometimes by accident.
Rex?
Naming little minions. Rex, not Max.
Rex?
Rex. R-E-X.
Have I named my minion
I think we
Rex
did that
before?
on Baldur's Gate once. We did that on another game too.
Oh yeah, we do this all the time where we always mix up the names and then we've
done it before a couple times. Like
Rex.
Never mind.
I don't know
you
if
guys are so cute.
No, I didn't mind
I'm gonna
Farah.
slap you in the mouth.
She's
My
a
toes.
she's a thief. She's a beastren, and Macy usually names her like gamer stuff Farah. That's like her Elder character's name.
Nerd. I'm sorry.
Try being in love, Adrian.
Yeah.
Does something to you.
I've lived with my partner for almost like 4 years now. Right.
Well, make it 5. Then maybe you'll understand.
And we just fast forward time.
That could be another bad superpower. By the way, if you guys want to see your bad superpower featured, send us submissions. It's going to be annoying to edit. Freaking TikTok. God damn it. Why did I do that so late?
Yeah, I can't wait till TikTok's banned.
Yeah, you guys think it's getting banned, actually?
Yeah.
I mean, they've been saying it for 4 years. They're like,
I know.
oh,
I don't think
okay.
that.
If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I mean, at this
What they
point,
need to worry about is
Who
making
cares?
the economic crisis better.
yeah.
Or the planet, you know, kind of on fire. Hottest summer consecutively for the past like 5 years. Keep
At the
breaking
end of
that
the day,
record.
whatever happens, and they're gonna look stupid afterwards when it doesn't fix any of the problems that we have. But they're still gonna be getting money from all the sources that they do, so they're not gonna care that they look stupid.
I don't think they're trying to. I don't think they're trying to fix a problem. That's the thing. I think they are just trying to make our lives just a little bit more shittier, and they understand that. I think they are very willing and knowingly just doing this because they don't care. This has been, by nightmare stuff, this has been one of the most ineffective Congress. It's been worse since the Great Depression's Congress. We've passed fewer bills. We've passed fewer bills than when we were quite literally in the Great Depression. That is when our president decided, hey, we don't want to do anything. Sorry, fix it yourselves. We're at a worst point.
Do you know the average household needs to be making at least $106,000? It's gone up 80% in the last 4 years.
Rent has gone up. Well, there's like groceries have gone up like 50. It was like in the hundreds, actually. I forget. It's been
That's insane.
a lot. In the past 4 years, we've never seen that kind of growth. And guess where our wages are?
The same.
In the toilet.
But yeah, thank you guys for listening to our TED Talk.
Who's Ted?
The Bear.
You guys still gotta watch that show.
Is it on Apple?
It's on Peacock.
No, it's on Peacock. I don't think Peacock works like Netflix and Hulu, where it's
Wouldn't
like,
it be
oh, this
funny
is
if
the home
Peacock
network.
was named Poocock? Sorry.
Anyways, I don't think Peacock is like Netflix and Hulu, where it's like, oh, this isn't the home IP address. You can't use it on this device. Like, I think I could just give you guys my Peacock login. And
I've been craving watching Avatar, like the animated show, not the fucking Netflix show. I haven't watched it, and I said it last podcast, how I should watch it and give my own opinion on it, and get my thoughts, like, from myself and not from other people. But the things I've seen about it look awful. So I don't have high hopes. But the animated show, hey guys, we have this great source material that if you don't like the live action, you can watch the cartoon and probably have a better experience. That's the beauty of it.
I heard they're making what's her name? Not blind. Talk.
It was a fake account.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, they were just trying
That'd
to
be
get
funny.
people all huffy and puffy. If they fucking did that though, I would have
That'd be hilarious.
gone to the studio and like wanted to speak
I would
to a
actually
manager.
watch it. I would watch it if they did that, just for the laughs, just to laugh at that,
Just
to
for
laugh.
the memes. But yeah, if they actually, that's like literally her character. She is a earth-bending prodigy who's blind and can see with her earth-bending. That's the coolest fucking character ever concepted.
For that
And
show.
if they actually tried to do that, it would have not been good.
Yeah.
I'll watch
Yeah.
them too.
I want to because it sounds interesting. It just seems like so much to like understand.
You have to read
And I'm
books.
just-
Oh, I think the first
Yeah, I have
movie you
to.
definitely have to watch like 3 times to fully get the gist of what's going on.
I don't have I don't have time for that. I don't.
And it's like a 3 hour
I don't
long
want to.
movie, so it's like 9 hours.
Yeah.
I'm not watching the same movie 3 times.
I also
did-
heard the
Unless it's
first
Jay and
Dune.
Silent
This
Bob.
is just straight speculation. I heard the first Dune, like nothing happens for the first like 3 hours, and then at the very end something happens.
Essentially. I mean, it's just like the trials of Paul Atreides. Not the trials, but it's like because it's all about this government scandal of don't hate on my pronunciation TikTok, but the Bene Gesserit. They are this group of like religious elites that are trying to make Paul Atreides the like leader of Arrakis
Mm-hmm.
to be the figurehead.
You know, I can probably watch a Dune explained movie that's shorter than the movie. Or video on YouTube that's shorter than the movie.
Just watch the movie.
No. I'm going
It's
to watch
good.
it just the
Just
Dune
watch the
explained.
movie.
It's good.
I'm sure it's good. I'm not going to, if I have to watch it again to understand it, I'm not going to watch it again. And I'm going to be upset because it does seem interesting.
You
But-
know what my least favorite kind of content is? Reaction content. Where people like react to themselves reacting to something or some shit, you know?
That's a
Where it's like
thing.
they're
Reacception.
yeah, well I've seen a few of them. I think it's more of a joke, but it's like I hate watching people react to stuff. It is just like
No, I've seen on TikTok, there's people who react to like, the streamers do this, they'll react to fan-made compilation clips of things they said cut out of
but if
context.
it's like a random person, that's annoying.
Yeah.
If it's like the streamer reacting to funny moments of themselves, I get it, but if it's
no,
like
it's just them reacting to out of context things that they said.
yeah. That's funny. And then they're like, "Wait. I said this? What?" I already summed it up. Every video, every compilation video, every reaction of a compilation video, I just summed it up for you. Wait. They said this? Boom. It's done.
I like food reaction videos. That's cool.
What do you mean by that?
What do you think I mean by that? It's like
Like food reaction? Like they're
Yeah.
watching people eat food?
no, they like go get food and they're like
Oh,
Food
no,
review.
that's the
That's right.
review. That's a food review.
Food reviews?
video.
I fuck with food reviews.
It's not
I
a
love food.
reaction to the food review.
Yeah. That would just be,
I'm getting hungry. Watching this makes me hungry.
Speaking
hey
of
guys, by the
hungry-
way, this is sponsored by Wingstop.
it is absolutely not sponsored by Wingstop. They would never sponsor us if they knew the first time they were brought up in this
Shut the
podcast. Instagram Live.
manipulator, gaslighter.
Can't edit it by Instagram Live.
It's a gaslight without the lantern.
A candle.
How about I pee on you without the dick?
With your sweat glands.
Just coming out the base.
Why do I think of like a
No.
mountain where like has rain coming down it and it goes through? Tell me I'm wrong.
What the fuck is wrong with me?
Yeah, what is wrong with you?
What?
I can't wait until that's put into a montage. That's a great one.
Yeah.
A Montague? You can read Shakespeare.
Montekia.
Oh, obviously not. ChatGPT's been reading Shakespeare.
I like love making the montages. I just don't know how to make the montages. It sucks.
If I see one more comment where someone says I sound like Mordecai, I'm gonna.
That's so funny though. I like honestly, that's a cool like. Oh, this guy sounds like Mordecai. It's not like you sound like fucking.
That's true.
Honey Boo Boo. Like,
Say hey Benson.
Hey Benson.
Sounded like sad Mordecai.
say just
Hey Benson.
dude. We're gonna go to the.
Dude, if we don't get this done by 3 p.m., Vincent's not going to let us go to the arcade.
Honestly, I
bit.
don't hear it. I don't
A
hear
little
it.
bit. It's
But
there,
we
but it's
have
not.
gotten that comment a lot from you.
I've seen it at least 3 times.
Yeah. It's so funny.
And it's most of the time when I'm like talking about just regular things, I'm not even like being goofy. Never mind.
Silly goofy.
Well, guys,
What?
I guess I gotta just do it.
What is that?
Are you about to spray Febreze in your face?
Worse, Lysol disinfectant spray.
Damn, you need
At least
that.
it'd be clean.
Look at you.
Damn, I called you a dirty bitch. You gonna let me call you a dirty bitch like that?
Chicken clean whatever, Wingstop. People won't forget. I'll bring it to
Damn.
the grave.
He just said you're a redacted statement.
I'm
I
gonna take
couldn't
my,
not sleep. You have to,
I'm gonna take
Chase.
my grandson and I'll be like, don't ever forget Wingstop.
He's gonna turn around in a trench coat, and I never forgot about Wingstop.
He's like,
I never knew what he actually meant, so I decided to start killing everyone that worked at Wingstop for my grandpa.
What I said that one. Just sitting in the after like, no, stop.
Talk about montage. Just going to different Wingstops.
Jesus is sitting in the corner just looking at you. I didn't. That's not what I meant.
I told him it was something different. I promise.
it was something different. It wasn't that bad, guys. Please don't make any assumptions.
Please, is just sitting there writing stuff on a clipboard. No, what do you stop? No.
All this is cut.
This is all assuming that Dan goes to heaven.
Whoa.
It's far
Whoa.
fetched. We're hoping.
Crossing our fingers.
Dotting our eyes.
I'm just gonna be in hell Dune style. Or Doom, not Dune. The fuck?
I'm just gonna be in
Dude,
purgatory
like-
scratching my nuts.
I'm gonna be Doom guy, heavy metal's playing, and I'm just fucking popping goblins and
I'm just gonna be in
ghouls.
purgatory chilling. They're gonna be like monsters and shit. I'm just gonna be like, what it do? Be my initial.
Fantastic Four is great. I don't know if the Thing would be my favorite character from it. Maybe like, well, he's up there. More of a Human Torch kind of guy.
Yeah, I love the Human Torch and Mr. Elastic.
Mr. Elastic.
Pretty
Mr.
cool. He's a
Fantastic.
pretty cool guy. Mr. Elastic. Who the fuck's Mr. Elastic?
Yeah, I was like, wait.
He's the
what?
Fake
Elastic
fan.
guy.
Fake fan.
I only seen the one with
Incredibles. Elastica!
He's only seen the one with Michael B. Jordan.
no. I've only seen the one with God, what's his fucking name? Chris
Evans.
Evans. God, I was wanting to
the
say
only
Chris
other one-
Pine, and I was like, what?
So the only other Fantastic Four movie?
No, there were old ones too.
Were there live action ones?
I think so.
Dr.
Wonder how
Doom,
that
Silver
fucking looked.
Surfer, the Michael B. Jordan one.
Wouldn't your favorite character be Doctor Doom though?
I mean, yeah. But I'm talking about specifically the Fantastic Four. The 4 characters.
How about we hit this fantastic outro?
Mm-hmm.
Bar.
I stay dropping bars.
Well, are you gonna get into the intro, or are we gonna be thumbing our
We already
asses?
did the intro.
Yeah, we're doing,
Outro.
we're doing our outro. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah,
think we
keep
go
up,
like,
Chase.
you can find us on all streaming platforms. We're talking Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. If you want to
All
see
that
our
shit.
faces, you can find us
All
on
that
all except for Apple Podcast.
Oh, that shit.
Patreon, $3 a month.
Only
For
3
that shit.
schmeckles?
Only
For that
three.
shit. $3 for that shit.
And then you can find all
Put that shit
of
on.
our content everywhere.
Everywhere.
You can find it anywhere. And
Oh, that shit. Interesting. Chase, do you have anything?
Yeah, just piggyback off of what Gannon was saying. I think the mentors were not used properly in Harry Potter. I think they were a cool concept of a villain, but they weren't really utilized in the best way they could have been. And I honestly think it's J.K. Rowling's fault, like everything else is.
I had an image of putting a in my mouth while you said that.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway,
Bleep that, and people are gonna think you said penis.
under all of our videos, I'm just gonna comment Wingstop, Wingstop, Wingstop.
One of these days, Wingstop's gonna sponsor us, and it's gonna be hilarious.
I hope they do. I love
I hope
their
they
fries.
do too. Honestly, I would hope somebody sponsors us fucking soon, before TikTok gets banned, especially.
Especially. That's all the time we have for you guys on the Something Original podcast. My name is Adrian.
And I was Jace.
And I was and will always be Gannon. Peace.
Peace out.
Peace.
Thank you.